So I've recently come into possession of two young betta, the youngest betta I've actually ever had before. And this guy here had been placed in a community tank with guppies. So that's really not a great idea. And apparently the guppies were picking on him, nipping his fins and chasing him around the tank. My expectation would have been that they would have been picking on each other, or that he would have been attacking them, but apparently he was the one being bullied, and he just was very unhappy and was just hiding underneath anything he could get under. Apparently his main thing he would do would get behind the heater and he just wouldn't come out. So I was asked if I would mind taking him. So of course I said yes, me and my bleeding heart. So if I could get him over here, I'd love to be able to show you just, I mean, how small he is. This is my finger. He's just this little guy. He's just tiny. And I've had him about 7 or 8 days now, and he was in just a small tank, a 2-gallon that I had, with this bridge here and a small Anubias, because I didn't have a place for him. But he's in here now, nice big 3-gallon tank. So I'll show you the other one. So this is the other betta, and he's blue with some white down there, and he's got some red freckling on his face. He's currently hanging out there in the Anubias, and if I could get this up there, he's still pretty small too. I mean, he's not a fully matured betta either. You can see his fins here haven't fully grown out yet, but he is a little bigger than the other one. And he's got that red freckling that you could really see really well a minute ago. And I'm not entirely sure the full thing of his story here, but he came from the same people about a day ago. I think I got him yesterday, and I guess they got another betta and put him in a little bowl on the counter, because I told him they can't put a betta in the community tank. And apparently he jumped out of that bowl twice. Lucky guy here to still be with us, but they were there both times, and they just weren't happy with that, so they've decided that betta are not for them, period. And it was hard for me to say no when they just come up at you and they're like, "Hi, how are you? By the way, here's another fish, so if you could take him, and we're not getting any more." So he came home with me. Oh, the front of his face looks terrible on the video, but it doesn't look like that in real life. So here's where he's living. This was Aries' tank, and Aries was moved to my classroom maybe a week ago, and I just haven't done anything with the tank since. Aries is actually really good in the classroom. He doesn't mind the kids coming up to his tank, and I knew that wouldn't be a problem because he never minded the cats coming up and tapping on the tank, and he'd just come right up and stare right back at him. So that's where he is. He's happily living amongst the kidderinos there. And this guy now has a home. So that's kind of the story on what's going on here with these two betta tanks. Now this guy does not have a name yet. I haven't even had a chance to really watch him enough to find one. The other guy I think I'm going to name Watson, and I'm going to upload a video that kind of explains why. It's kind of cute, and yeah, so that's what's going on there, and keep you guys updated on how these guys are doing.